is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Red, 38. Set, go.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Ready up.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Flight, ready. Ready.
Dropping back to throw. Lobs this deep down the middle. And the defense making a play on this opening series. That one is knocked away, and that brings up 3rd down. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script, Brock. Test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Ready, set.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Smash, red. 45, white. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Green jack. Ready?
Trying to throw this from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
10 cycles.
2nd down carry for Taylor. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Blue. Yellow, 43. Drill green. Steel, black.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That one nabbed by Warren. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Now, their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27.
Yellow, striker, trick blaster, 6. Claws red, 6.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Ready. Black 40. Watch out now. 53.
2nd down pass play coming. And he's going to score a touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts finish up an so we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line.
Okay, break. Panther 11, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They go play action on first down. And this is lofted deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. No, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can you make offensively?
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. First down from the 42.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
They're going play action. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip a cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Short pass brought in. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Caught by Theo Johnson. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. A gain of 15 there. And it's going to be first down, Miami.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Gravity lying. Buffalo 18.
Working inside the red zone. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
I can safely say, Kate, that's exactly what you want offensively. Exactly what you want to do to get out of the shadow of your own goal line, get a good push, get a good gain, get some positive yards. Job well done.
33, yellow. 10 cycle. Claws red.
Looking for a pass on second and short. Left side into the hands of Warren. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
For a Colts first down.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
52.
Throwing now off the play action. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Ready, 22 middle, 45, watch.
Taylor gets it on first and 10. And they love to see him fighting forward
its ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Fight.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
Back to Taylor on second down. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Come on, ready?
He tries to sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And we've got a tough QB who wants to put it on his shoulders. He's signed for it.
That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down Colts.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Down. Red, fight, 97. Yellow, blue. Ready?
From the red zone now. He's got it at the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get in a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
14. Dolphins, nothing.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give him the ball at the 40-yard line. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Plowing up the middle. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They're throwing it. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Trying to find Jalen Waddle. So that brings up 4th and long. For the Dolphins, readying for the punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
At their own 26-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. It's too close.
They'll throw to start the drive. Hits him on the out route. He's at the 30. The 10. All the way. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts take a 20-zip lead. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Running left. Here's Achane. And he's going to look ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
They give to Taylor, right side. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Set, ready. Blue, 32. Smith, red. Hut, hut.
Taylor again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go, set. 50, green.
Back to throw. Throw caught at the 6. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready. Yellow, 43. Ready.
Taylor scores. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts parlay the interception into points. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Colts continue piling onto this lead.
Dolphins, nothing.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Here's a screen for Achane. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. Working quickly here.
That's good for Dolphins. 1st down.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Offense in the hurry up here.
3rd and 13.
3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. So out now comes the punter. Moore on to handle the return. And this one will careen out of bounds, just into enemy territory there. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10.
Down, set.
They'll start on the ground. Taylor. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready, set.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Come on, set. Red, 38. Claws red. Set, hut.
They'll throw it. So it looks like it'll be 2nd and maybe a yard as we come back, Brock, from our 2-minute warning. It's the Colts holding the lead here at Lucas Oil.
On the set.
New set of downs for them from the 31.
Here we go, set. Six, hut, hut.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Set. 50, green. Slide blue. Ready, ready.
Here's a throw. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and...
The NFL, Texas, angle route, 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Ready,
This
ready.
offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Set, hut. Blue, 32. Set.
From the gun, Taylor. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts grow their lead yet again. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Return coming from the 14. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Achane gets this on the draw. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and...
Throwing on 2nd.
At the 28-yard line.
Finds a man right side. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Mustang 19.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that is a Dolphins 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Last play sent him back across midfield here, 2nd and long.
Hot 70, hot 70.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That one's complete over the middle. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Now That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they face second down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
And he's brought down after a short gain. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. He's going to field this at the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
19, strike, 19. Here we go. Check.
Throwing off the play fake. He put everything he had into this one. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. Big gainer here as he picks up. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Black, ready.
Taylor now up the middle. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Here we go, set. Blue, 32. Ready?
2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. All in left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They gain 11 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
At the 29-yard line.
Ready. Hut.
Straight ahead with Taylor. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Come on, set. Set.
Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Set. Go. 45. White. 43 rail.
Tighten up.
Here's a give to Taylor. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
60 red. 60 red.
They go again with Taylor. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. That's why they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Right.
Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive.
Hut.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Field goal attempts coming now from Young Hui Koo. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Koo able to put it through. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Colts will take over as he records. His first interception of our season. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
Ready?
Now a run with Taylor. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
The tackle by Daxton Hill. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Set. Yellow. Ready?
He'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Ready. Black 40. Hut.
Back-to-back carries here. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Third and goal now as they try to pile on further.
Down. Hut.
Here's another 4. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Well, the 5-yard run gets him closer. It's 4th and goal from near the end zone. Field goal attempts coming now from Young Hui Koo. The 12-year vet strikes true. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Return starts from the goal line. Takes it just shy of that end zone. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, Coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Taken down at the 11-yard line.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Throw left side, complete. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Hill. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Colts got him. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack. They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
The 30-yard line.
On the double.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Set, huh?
They're on here with Taylor. Breaks the tackle. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Tackle made at the
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
2nd down carry for Taylor. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
It's now 3rd
Come on,
and
set.
less than a yard.
33, yellow. Watch out now. 50, plaster. 6. Set, go.
Setting up to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. And he missed it. It's no good. And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
And the Dolphins 1st down. A
Set,
gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Dolphins.
Chan again. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. It's caught right side by Johnson. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
Throw here, 3rd down. He has the 1st over the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 32.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Dolphin 1st down.
Now Hill. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
We've got a screen to running back. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. So 20 yards on that play. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Dolphins It's making the scoreboard look a touch better. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Dolphins cut into the lead by another point.
Dolphins 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Chooses to bring this one out. Shoots away from one. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Down. 45. Shovel. Red. Cycle. Set.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. He lofts one deep, center of the field. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down. All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21.
Here's Taylor. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts nearing their 2nd win of the campaign.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Set. Hut. 52 blue. Hut.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Colts are ready for the punt. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
2nd down carry for Achane. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
Hill. Trying to push deep downfield. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins putting up points in a game decided.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Dolphins take a molehill off that mountain as they still trail by 27. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the double.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready. Black. Ready.
Hand off to the back. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Let's go. 10 black. Hut.
Another carry for him. Breaks through and breaks away. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get out